starting now the next game. It is half final in drafts competition Beijing 2013 World Accord Sport Mind game. The first game in the half final between Guntis VALNERIS from Latvia and Marc from Cameroon has been won by Guntis. He's leading now in the match, and one more winning will lead him to the final. We see now the game already started. For Marc is now the question to or he win or he will be eliminated. And after the first eliminating game for first playoff from today, when Marc was playing against Dutch talent Roel Boomstra, and in the same situation Marc stood also behind, and everybody thought the game is done, Roel is going to the half final. Marc showed fantastic fighting spirit, something what he's well known of, but he showed it once again, and he could break the situation in the match to first to equalize, and after that also to win the match. Will it happen again or not? We will see soon. Anyhow, Guntis is already warned about it. He knows that something like that can happen. He certainly will not feel relaxed until he get congratulated by Marc. The time the players got again 5 minutes. They have both 5 minutes, plus they get 2 seconds per each move. And if Guntis will win this game, or in the case of draw, they will continue with the same time, only getting 2 extra seconds per move. If Guntis will win this one of this game, he will go to the final. If Marc will win, then we will get the third match, the sudden death, where already we will have only one and really last winner of this half final. There are, by the way, 2 half finals, and for you to know, in the second half final there are 2 grandmasters battling for the second place in the final. Alexander Schwarzman from Russia and Alexander Balyakin from the Netherlands. The first game won by Alexander Schwarzman. So they have also exactly the same situation. If Schwarzman will win the second game, then he's finalist, and otherwise they will have the third game to play. About 4 minutes players spent there first from 5 minutes. The position is still not very special. Few exchanges. There is enormous tension which is now hanging in the about the board. You almost can see some lighting here figuratively, but what players have now to do with their time is of course extremely important. They don't need this time after the game, so they have to spend it somehow in the very good moment, to guess when is the moment to try to bring his opponent to confusion, probably even those terms which are not actually not only for drafts, but even less for drafts, which is the game which is often has something with science to do, where players analyzing, trying to find absolutely best move, which can be maybe even mathematically the best. But now in those discipline of drafts, in Blitz, and this program we call even Super Blitz, because it is lightning quick, the players have sometimes to sacrifice probably the quality of the game. They have simply no time to find absolutely the best move in the position. They have to take a decision. They have to find a way not only to make a best positional or a tactical move, but also with only one goal, with only one target, to bring his opponent to confusion, to make the decision of opponent as difficult as possible, and as a main goal, of course, to win the game and to win the match. That's remaining same in all sports and in all disciplines, with all time. White is building now a strong central position. They've got some small advantage in development ratio in temps, but black has no any weak piece. Even the piece on 15 is already in the game. They can at any moment change to 23, winning back some temps, but it is already some strategical thoughts. Do you have to do it now, or do you have to wait, maybe not too early, take a point in center so that your opponent get some possibility for counterplay. Therefore, Jean-Marc decided not to go directly to the center, but to go on with some maneuvers here on the on his right wing. And Guntis shows that in this situation he prefers that he is on the leading side. He doesn't want to wait too long. He takes 30-28. He takes two temps with this exchange, and already we can see here on the board that he will play 41-37, and even at certain moment maybe to change 37-31, taking 4 more temps to become more and more developed. His pieces will stand farther and farther from his home place, from the basic lines, and if the position remaining open, then it brings him certainly some advantage. Jean-Marc didn't want to allow it, and he changed 18-22, actually exactly due to the same thoughts, that he doesn't want to give to Guntis too much temps and too big advantage is in development. So Guntis is still, I think, waiting and preparing the good moment to change 37-31. So maybe Jean-Marc should play 16-21 just to prevent it. But time is, yes, that's what he does now. He played 16-21 just to prevent 37-31. Then he can quickly play 21-27. Still, it's not that he give something away or opposite taking some advantage, but it is a fight of two strategy. White want to achieve something, and black try to create the problems. So Guntis is still changed to 31. He is going on with his plan. Probably he forced now Jean-Marc to play 21-27, because otherwise the previous move 21 was had no sense. Therefore Jean-Marc played. Now Guntis can combine. Yes, right. He played 48-42, bringing piece to 37 and treating to win this piece. That's not what he can here get, but it's something what he can use. Now the next plan may be what Guntis wants, simply change back 38-32, change the piece on outpost on 27, and then again very quickly go 31-27, or maybe begin to play around the piece 22, which is in combination with slight advantage of white and temps, can become weak. That's what Guntis is now doing. He changed back, leading in the match. It can be very important. So Jean-Marc wants now to play quicker, because Guntis has only 35 seconds. So anyhow, that's the chance of Jean-Marc, but positionally he's now clearly behind. He's now normally would only be able to defend this position. That's the maximum what he can achieve here. White is clearly leading now. So now White is building his pieces, you see, around the piece on 22, and in combination with a nice active formation. Here is 35-32 pieces, but it is also important that they having control over the flank here, and at any moment White can play 32-28. That's what probably now Guntis will do. I expect him playing 22-28. Yes, that's what he does now, taking more and more control over the position. Now one more formation, yes, 42-28. The pieces of black are standing not that good, 11-16, even 38-32. Position of black is critical. Position of black is critical, and the only what can help to Jean-Marc that Guntis has 6 seconds. It is unbelievable little. Now is, by the way, black to move. So normally he has to play 16-21 or alternative 4-10 and after to change 16-21. But if he doesn't play 16-21, I think it was sounding with our clock. It looked like white to move. Okay, white now has in his possession actually all fields of the board. You see 27, 28, 29, 30, everything in the hand of white, and still it is the question, will it be enough to win? Certainly, because Guntis had absolutely no time to take a decision, and I'm not sure his decision right due to this sacrifice that Jean-Marc is doing now and that bring him to the chances to escape. I think he will escape, and it is very disappointing for Guntis. He was very near to the winning this game. He's still going on. He's still having chances. We are coming to the end of the game, and this end of the game is winning for Guntis. Now it's clear that Jean-Marc will stop after the next move of white. White is going now to the 5. Kings are standing against each other, and it's lost for. So Guntis won this game. It was that quick that we couldn't explain you also exactly what has happened